In the past tutorials, we created states, countries, and local governments. Now in this tutorial, we'll try and create the views for them, which means we will go to our editor and open raw PHP. There are two different ways to create views. You can create it automatically from your command line in raw PHP, or you can create it manually. So we'll do the first for our list of countries. After creating our list of countries manually, for the local governments and states, we'll create them automatically using raw PHP command line. Now what we're going to do is to create, first of all, the model. So you go to your app folder, the model for countries. So right click, new file. We're creating a new file inside the models folder, and I'm going to call it country. Remember that you need the correct naming convention for your model. Your model's files must be singular, just as stated in raw PHP's documentation, which is available on github.com/rawphp framework. So you go to github.com/rawphp framework, then /rawphp, or just open the framework, then click on the docs. So GitHub open. So click on the docs. Right now the documentation is open. What we can do is to go to the naming conventions and click on models. And this is a file that everybody needs to read. It's very short, just a page. So it teaches how to name your file. As you can see, we're naming the model. The model must be named this way, camel cased and in singular. So that is exactly how we have named our model file here, control country. So the next thing we're going to do is to paste the default. So we're just going to copy a default model. We're going to copy it and paste it in the country, paste. And I'm going to change the things I need. The class name should be country. And the table in the database, remember this is optional. So but the table's name in the database is countries. Once you name this thing correctly as country, raw PHP will figure out what the table name is. So the only time you have to specify this is if you have a different table name. Now the country name involves ID name. So let's just go back to our database to be sure of what we have, the fields we have in our countries. So I'll click on structure, and then it opens. Now countries have opened up, so we can see that we have ID, code, and name. Those are the three fields in our database. So we have ID, code, name. If you don't list those fields as fillable, it means if somebody fills your form and tries to update the ID or name, you can't update the database from a form. So any field that is not listed here cannot be updated from a form. Alright, so we're going to delete this. There is no dependency. Cool, so this covers up our countries model, and that's pretty much the model. The next thing we're going to look at is the controller. So to work on the controller, we'll simply let us just see it in the next video where we'll fix up the controller.